I played racquetball a lot, and I played with a local cardiologist. But every time we'd play, he would complain about this horrible equipment he had to work with. And finally, after the 10th time he did that, I said, well, show me, I fix things. That's what I do, I solve problems. So I went over, and it was at Holmes Regional, and it was in the cath lab. And so you've got the control room of the cath lab, and I look up and there are 3 20-inch monitors with somebody's heart beating on them. So I know what's going on. He's collecting data from the heart, lots of different data, thermal data, pressure waveforms. I'm looking down and I see this thing. It's the size of a couple desks. It's got a circa 1950s science fiction oscilloscope screen. This thing had a steel keyboard, weighed about 5 pounds. There's a thermal printer over here, and it starts spitting out paper. He used a PDP-11 computer. A PDP-11 computer was being thrown away by Tektronix when I was in school 7 years earlier. And then I told Rajiv, I said, dude, I can make something way better than this with Radio Shack parts. I'm not kidding. He goes, and all I had to do is like, oh, no, you couldn't, it's really complicated.
Now you see this opportunity, and at some point you decide, I'm going to go start a business.
Well, what happened was, Rajiv said, no, you can't. So that's like waving the red flag. I was like, no, you can't. I know exactly how I designed it. Yes, I can. The first system we ever installed was Cape Canaveral Hospital, and we did that by just hooking into the back of their system. Instead of doing the whole thing, we just gathered all the data because you had access to it from auxiliary ports. We gathered the data, we gave them color screens, we gave them analysis of the data that they could follow, we gave them a laser printer, and we gave them networking.
And was this like a device that you made in your garage or something? Or?
Well, see, that's what my competitors said, and I said, that's ludicrous. Who would be able to make something this complex in their garage and compete against Siemens and General Electric? I was actually making it in my living room.
Okay. Clarification.
Yeah, so